Hey everyone! Today let's dive into a topic that impacts us more than we realize. Stress. Specifically, how the stress hormone cortisol affects our hair health. Now, cortisol is often called the stress hormone. It gets produced by our adrenal glands in response to stress or low blood sugar levels. It's super important for managing short-term stress, but when stress becomes a constant in our lives, elevated cortisol levels can really mess with our bodies, including our hair and scalp. So what exactly is cortisol? Cortisol helps regulate several essential body functions like metabolism, immune response, and blood pressure. But when we're stressed out for long periods, our bodies produce too much cortisol, disrupting the balance of other hormones and systems, including those involved in hair growth. Let's break down how elevated cortisol affects the hair growth cycle. Hair grows in 3 phases. First, there's the anagen phase, where hair actively grows from the follicle. Then, we have the catagen phase, where hair stops growing and prepares to shed. Finally, there's the telogen phase, where hair falls out to make way for new growth. High cortisol levels can force hair follicles to jump into the telogen phase prematurely, causing a condition called telogen effluvium. This is when you notice a lot more hair shedding due to stress. Chronic stress also shortens the anagen phase, meaning your hair spends less time growing and becomes thinner and weaker over time. Plus, excess cortisol can delay the regrowth process, leading to sparse and uneven hair growth. But cortisol doesn't just mess with the hair growth cycle, it also impacts scalp health. Chronic stress can trigger inflammation, which irritates the scalp and weakens hair follicles. This can worsen conditions like dandruff or psoriasis. Elevated cortisol levels can mess with oil production, leading to either an overly oily scalp or a dry, flaky one. And stress-induced cortisol can reduce blood flow to the scalp, limiting the delivery of oxygen and essential nutrients to hair follicles. So what can we do about it? Here are some practical ways to manage cortisol for healthier hair and scalp. First, stress reduction techniques. Practice mindfulness, meditation, or yoga to lower cortisol levels and reduce stress-related hair loss. Engage in regular physical activity like walking or swimming to release endorphins and counteract cortisol. Next, a healthy diet. Include foods rich in antioxidants like berries and spinach to combat inflammation. Consume magnesium-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate to support adrenal gland function and regulate stress hormones. For scalp care, use calming treatments with ingredients like tea tree oil, aloe vera, or chamomile to soothe inflammation. Massage your scalp regularly to improve blood flow and stimulate hair follicles. And don't forget about sleep and relaxation. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep per night to allow your body to recover and reset cortisol levels. Avoid caffeine and screen time before bed to encourage better sleep hygiene. Lastly, if stress feels unmanageable, seek professional help. Consult with a therapist or counselor for coping strategies. You can also speak with a healthcare provider about supplements or treatments to regulate cortisol levels. Remember, managing stress not only benefits your overall health, but also keeps your hair and scalp in optimal condition. Thanks for watching and stay stress-free.